Well, hi there, and welcome to a Sit With Me podcast. My name is Solène, and I am your host. Welcome to a brand new episode. Happy podcast day. It's Wednesday, if you're listening to this on the day that I posted it. Happy podcast day. Happy spring. The sun is out. I'm a whole new person. It is officially my new year, as a lot of people, like I told you in another episode. I start my new year in March, April. So this is what's happening for me. If you hear construction sounds, my apologies. Welcome to Berlin. Berlin, just like Montreal actually, is forever, and I guess every big city is forever in construction. So if you hear a lot of rubbles, stuff happening, my bad. They are doing what they have to do. They're doing the hard work of building Berlin, I guess. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I woke up early this morning. I had my cycling class. I'm kind of an addict now. I don't see myself living without my little cycling class early in the morning. Then I had a little breakfast, and then I got ready to record this episode because I have a packed day. Life is lifing, okay? When you are in a transition in life, a lot of things are falling apart on one side and building up on another side. That's where I'm at. I am in transition. A lot of things that I've been working towards are coming to completion. So that means that other things are falling apart. Maybe a strong word, but when your life is about to change, there are things that you are leaving behind, people that you are leaving behind. There's a version of yourself that you are leaving behind as well, which it's okay. It's okay to leave the old version of yourself behind. It's okay to leave some people behind, some ideas, some beliefs. Your belief system is changing, the way you carry yourself, your dreams, etc. All of that is changing. But there's a moment of transition where it sounds a little, where it feels a little crazy in life, because you're like, what is happening? What's going on? I do not understand. But I always stay positive, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I believe in in the future, in my goals, etc., etc. So that's pretty much what's going on mentally, and I remain calm, positive. I meditate because I need to, because I have to, because without meditation I don't know where I would be. But yes, that's pretty much what's happening. I'm trying to remain calm in the midst of change. I'm trying to remain not anxious, it's new for me. I know that the old me would have panicked and would have been so much more anxious. But I've learned to surrender. I've been praying to, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the universe, God. But I've been praying to learn surrendering and patience. And let me tell you something. The universe is listening to me, because everything is happening in a way that I have to learn. I have to learn to surrender to the universe, to God, to source, however you want to call it, and learn patience. And when you ask the universe for patience, or to teach you or to show you patience, my God, everything takes twice longer. Your project, it feels like you are putting in the work without results, or it feels like you're planting seeds but you don't see the flower. And so that's what's going on. But remaining faithful, remaining optimistic, remaining happy, it means that things are moving, the roots are growing underground. And yeah, it's spring, so that's when the flower is coming out. That's why I'm celebrating my new year now. So all the plants, all the seeds that you have been planted for so long, for a month, years, are now coming off the ground for you to reap. Is that the word? I don't do gardening. To reap, to cultivate, I don't know, but you know what I mean. You see the flower now. You see the fruits of your hard labor and of your new belief system and your trust in yourself. Anyway, that was a long introduction. What I want to talk to you about today is because I see a lot of people, I hear a lot of people, when I talk about achieving the version of yourself, your version of success, doing whatever you want in this life, not giving up, keep going, find what makes you happy, create the version of yourself that you want to become. sometimes people are like, what if I do not know what I want? That's often what I hear, right? It's not about they don't lack discipline, they don't lack consistency, they do not lack motivation, they do not lack, certainly not capabilities. They're very capable and they know it. But it's like, what if I do not know what I want? The problem is not that I can't do it. I know that I can. People know that they can, that they are capable. However, how do I figure out what I want? And it is a valid question. And I think that it is actually a lifelong question. So if you're asking yourself, well, I just don't know what I want. I just don't know. I just don't have that vision for myself. I just don't have that goal for myself. Congratulations, it's all of us. It's every single, look around you. Well, maybe you are at home, but next time you are outside, just know that it's everyone around you, that everyone is going through this. Even your biggest idol, your favorite star, athlete, author, that friend that you admire, that colleague that you admire, your boss, every single person is in this sense of feeling lost. What is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to achieve? It is a completely normal question. And I feel like it's also a question that you will ask yourself throughout your life. There is, in my opinion, there should not be really one moment in life where you are 100% sure. You will forever evolve, forever change. What you want to do now might not be what you want to do in a year, 2 years. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You are forever changing, forever expanding, just like the universe. And we don't know where the universe is going, but we're still going, we're still expanding, we're still becoming. That is the beauty of your soul. That is the beauty of your existence, to forever change, right? And so a lot of people are like, I'm not lacking discipline. I know that I can do stuff. I know that I'm capable. I just don't know what. I just don't know what I want. And here's the thing. There is no secret formula to figure this out. There is no, you can read all the books, all the self-help books, you can listen to all the podcasts. There is no secret formula to figure out what it is that you want. Nothing and no one outside of yourself can tell you what you want. However, there is a first step. There is a first step that you can take to figure out at least a portion of the big picture. And it is to figure out what you do not want. What don't you want? Take your time, think about it. I'm always a big fan of writing it down. You can also, just daydream about it in silence, in quiet. What don't you want? What kind of life don't you want? What kind of person you don't want to be? What kind of problem you don't want to have? What kind of people you don't want to be around? What kind of house, environment, culture you don't want to be in, right? What kind of routine you do not want to have, what kind of habit you do not want to have. It's so much easier to start there. That can be the first step on, I don't know what I want. Well, what don't you want? Because there is so much thing, and we don't know what we don't know, right? There is so much things to want in this life. We want all the things and everything and more. Don't limit yourself. However, you can figure out what you do not want, what type of person you do not want to become, what type of person you do not want to be known for. Does that make sense? That is the first step. Now, write it down somewhere or think about it, and that is also like a compass telling you in which direction you should go. What type of routine you wake up in the morning, what don't you want to do? If you do not want to get up early and, go for a run, or get up early and do construction work, build a roof. Okay, congratulations. You now know that you do not want to be a construction worker. That is the first step, baby girl. It sounds trivial, but figure out what you do not want. And now, once you figure out what you do not want, what type of person you do not want to be, what type of habits you do not want, what type of life you do not want, it's time for you to start doing. Start doing stuff. Start executing. A lot of us, we remain in our head. We fantasize life. We just ask ourselves, what do you want? What do you want? What do I want? What do I want? But we don't do anything about it. And we have ideas. I know you have ideas. You have intuitions. You have insights. You've been alive for quite a while, for quite a while, sorry. So you have ideas of at least things that you want to try, but you are getting in your own way. You feel stuck. You are not stuck. You feel stuck because you have a problem with executing, with doing stuff. You need to start doing. That is the second step. Again, no secret formula. However, there are steps that you can take one after the other. But you need to do something every single day. You need to start executing. When you get an idea of things that you want to try, do it. Go for it. Try it. Because as long as it remains in your head, in your beautiful mind, it will be beautiful. It will be perfect. And also you will find all the excuses about why can't you do it. As long as a project, an idea stays in your mind, it serves no purpose but gives you more anxiety. As long as a career goal, as long as a job, an idea, a hobby only stays in your mind without you actually manifesting it in your real world, there is no point. It's just giving you more anxiety. And in theory, in your mind, everything looks perfect. There are jobs that I thought I wanted, that I thought were the shit, the thing, that's the end goal. That is what I want to do. That is the end goal. That is what I want to do for sure. Then I landed the jobs. I was like, oh, I actually don't like it. I actually do not want to be there. I actually do not want to do that. But before I actually acted on it, it looked perfect in my mind. I thought that getting that job was the end goal. Getting the job was perfect. I thought that getting that job or doing that hobby was exactly what I wanted to do. But then I got there to the destination. I got the job. And I was like, oh, okay. Actually, no. That's how you figure out what you want to do. If things only stays in your mind, they will remain perfect. If you just want to be an author in your mind, it will be that fantasy. Maybe you won't like being an author. Maybe you won't like being an artist. Maybe you will not like posting on social media. But the only way for you to know that is by actually doing it, by going after the jobs that you want, by going after the lifestyle that you want, by going after the apartment, the hobby, the habits that you want. You need to actually do. A lot of people are stuck in the wanting, in the desiring, but you're not executing. You're not putting one step after the other in order to execute your idea. You have ideas. Act on them. Right? You can't just sit and marinate and meditate on it and think about it and fantasize it and imagine it and build all those beautiful scenarios of you being an author, you being an artist, you being a coach. It will always look perfect in your mind, or it would always look harder in your mind because you want to be a life coach, but then you're going to start thinking about, well, how do I get clients? How do I teach? How do I pass my knowledge? What will be the format of my workshop? You start going into all these things, into all these details when you didn't even take the first step. You don't even know if you will like being a life coach, right? And so that's another step. Figure out what you do not want and start acting on all the things that you want to do. If you want to write more, actually write more. Put a habit tracker on your wall. Put 5 habits, one of them being write, and every single day you write. Right? If you want to be a life coach, launch yourself. Talk about it to your friends and family and colleagues, and start showing up in the world as the person that you want to be. But that person can change. That goal can change. You are forever expanding. It's not because today you want to be a life coach and tomorrow you start showing up as a life coach. That does not mean that in 1 week, 2 weeks, you will still want to be a life coach. Maybe you're going to be like, oh, actually, I thought that this was what I liked, but I only like a portion of it. Maybe you don't want to be a life coach. Maybe you rather be a public speaker. But how do you figure that out if you don't even try, if it all stays in your mind, right? If you keep saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. If you say, I don't know, in every single one of your conversations, 50 times a day, you need to sit down. Something's off. You need to start making decisions. And I know, making decisions, small decisions, big decisions, it's hard. It's complicated because, sometimes there are a lot of stakes, maybe a lot at stake, maybe your livelihood, maybe your money, your career. Okay, but you need to do something about it. You need to start start small about your routine. When do you want to get up? Do you want to get up late or early? Stick to it. What do you want to eat for breakfast? What do you want to do today? Do a to-do list. These are also small decisions, and that build character, that builds confidence, and that puts you on the road of what you want, because you will be more and more assertive about what you do not want and what you want. Again, even for your small decisions, what don't you want to do today? What are the things that you don't want to do, that you don't want to feel, that you don't want to be today? Okay, great. Don't do that. That is a kind of decision. It's a sort of decision as well, right? But it starts with making small decisions and sticking to them. Also, stick to things more than 2 weeks. If you want to try something and if you feel that you would like it, don't just do it a week or 2 days. Stick to it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Give it your full self and then reassess. Do I like it or do I don't like it? Take what you like out of it and throw what you don't like out of it, and build your life and your livelihood, build brick by brick, this way. Okay, but it requires you to be real with yourself, to be honest with yourself, and to have the courage to act on things, to act on your ideas, your instinct. Deep inside, you have that answer. It's just a matter of going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, slowly but surely within yourself. The answer is like deep inside, but slowly but surely it's like going downstairs, right? First you go down, you go at the -1 level, like in a lift or something, and it's the things that you do not want. Then -2 level, you start acting on all your ideas. Then -3, and then you figure out, oh, actually, I know what I want now, because it's a journey. Also, you need to fail at things, my dear. You need to fail more. You're not failing enough to figure out what it is that you want. You need to do stuff and fail at things. You need to figure out things that you hate doing so freaking much, right? For me, I am not, after years of going to the gym, I'm realizing that I can't do this. The gym is not for me. I want to be active. I want to move my body. I love being active, but I'm now realizing, okay, I actually don't want to go to the gym. I want to be active. All of these things, right? I don't want to go to the gym, but I want to be active. I want to look good. I want to feel good. Okay, but there are other ways to figure that out, to reach that goal. And it's only by going to the gym for years that I figure that out. And now I know that what works for me, it's my early workout classes, my early bicycle or HIIT workout, whatever I'm going to figure out on the way. I'm going to try yoga in the morning, But it's by figuring, it's by doing. And you need to fail at things. You need to fail at a job, at a career, at a hobby, right? You want to try pottery? Do it. Your first mug will not be the best one, but at least you will figure out if you like that stuff or not. You're not failing enough. And you never fail, you always learn. I'm using the word failing, but you never truly fail at anything. You're just learning about yourself, about the world, about stuff. But in order for you to reach the the goal of figuring out what it is that you want, the road will be long and full of lessons, filled of lessons, but you need to go out there, get out there, do things, try things, and stick to it for more than 3 days. And this is how you uncover those parts of yourself. Like I said, life coaching. You said you want to be a life coach. You're going to start life coaching, and then you're going to be like, you know what? I don't like talking to these people that much, but I enjoy feeling like I am of service to people. Okay, then you're going to try public speaking. And then along the way, it's like carving clay. It's like sculpting. Along the way, you're going to refine those edges. Do you see those beautiful sculpture of the Renaissance era? Oh, God, right? At first, it was just a big block of marble. This is where you are, a big block of marble. And slowly but surely, you're going to refine those curves and refine those edges. But you need to start like cutting big chunks of that marble. So write down all the ideas, the things that you want to try. Life coaching, pottery classes. I want to work out more. I want to dance more. I want to teach. I want to sing. I want to write. No limit. Think, you know what? If you feel uncomfortable getting outside of your comfort zone that much, think about another universe, in 5 to 7 other universe. What type of jobs, hobbies would you have? In your wildest dream, in your most happy dreams, and in the most happy timeline that there exists, what would your life be like? What jobs would you have? What would you try? If money and time were an issue. This is a starting point. Because again, I know that a lot of people, the problem is not lack of motivation. We are very motivating. The problem is The problem is not lack of capabilities. You are capable. I know it. You are highly, and if you don't believe it, please, you are highly capable. You can achieve all the things that you set your mind to. I told you that already. The problem is not lack of motivation. The problem is sometimes you feel stuck because you think you do not know what you want. But that is a journey in itself. And you know, my core belief, I keep mentioning it, but living in your purpose will never be a selfish endeavor. Don't do it for you, do it for others. The whole thing, the whole purpose of purposes, it's not just for you. Doing all these things that you want to do, that you want to try, being the best version of yourself, living in your dream reality, achieving your higher self, all this stuff, we like to make it very self-centered. But actually, it's a community service that you're doing. We all need to live in that version of ourselves. I need to shine my light, not just for me, but for my friends, for my family, for the people around me. It is never a selfish endeavor. You must do it for the world. I must do it for the world. We need to remove this individualistic perspective of purpose. It's not just for you that you are doing all that you are figuring yourself out, because you're doing it and then you are empowering someone else to do the same. You are looking for happiness, and so therefore you are empowering the person sitting right next to you to do the same thing. And then we live in a better world. That is my true foundational belief. So if you don't do it for you, do it for me. Do it for us. Do it for it's like the ripple effect of purposes. The ripple effect of finding your purpose is that it is for all of us, for the people around you, for your friends, for your family, for your mother, for your father, for your brother. We must see you shine your light so we can believe that it is possible. But I understand that to do that, it is a journey. It is a lifelong journey. You will hear people in their 50s, 60s, 70s telling you, I still feel lost. Well, that is, woo. But anyway, you know, you hear people throughout their life being like, I mean, it is a journey. There is no secret formula, but there are steps that you can take. Figure out what you do not want to, what you do not want to do, who you do not want to be, and build the skills of making decisions. I don't want to hear "I don't know" anymore from you. I don't know. Yes, you know. Have the guts, the courage, the balls to make a freaking decision. What is it that you want? To be assertive with your own life. Is it a yes or is it a no? Otherwise, you will forever remain in that blur of an existence. It ain't cute. It's not cute. Right? Start building the skill of making decisions. It will help you in everything. In your personal life, in your love life, in your professional life. I'm tired of the I don't know, I'm not sure, Pick one. Pick one, and it's the right one. The one that you will pick is the right decision. Whatever it is, you go left or you go right, you go up or you go down, you go diagonal left, diagonal south, not go to a direction. It will be the right decision. But pick one. If you want to try something, do it. Have courage, Jesus Christ. That is how you figure out what is it that you want? Who is it that you want to do? You need to have courage. Be assertive. You will be rewarded for it. I know that we live in a society where it's all about compromises, and it's all that we are so encouraged to be small and to not be assertive and to not know, I'm not sure. It's almost like we are rewarding being unsure. I don't know. We're waiting for someone else you are waiting for someone else to tell you what you should do. This will never happen. You are waiting for the world to tell you who you should be. This will never happen. You decide. How do you want me to tell you what to do with your beautiful life? It's not possible. And I shouldn't do that. No one should, by the way. Right? But it requires you to stand. What's the expression? 10 toes down, 10 feet down, 10 toes. There's an expression. Like to stand strong in your boots or in your sandals. It's spring. And decide, what do you want to eat today? This or that? This. Okay. What type of job do you want? This or that? This. Okay. What don't you want to do today? I don't want to do that. Okay, great. That is a skill that you must acquire from your daily routine to your life choices. Right? I do not want to hear you say, I don't know 50 times a day anymore. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, you know. Decide. Decide, baby girl. Okay? So go outside and try stuff. Make a list of all the ideas, the things that you want to try. Try at least one. And you will quickly figure out if you actually like it or if you don't. Stick with it more than 3 days. I told you that. But go and try stuff. Go and fail. Stop making excuses. Stop looking for ways to sabotage yourself again. You're making too many excuses, and I love you too much for that. I love you too much to see you make more excuses. Fail at things, please. Try more, fail more. You can't just live in theory. You can't just live in theory in your mind, because that will not lead you anywhere, and it is a fantasy, and it is a scenario, and it won't get you any further on your journey except more anxiety. And on your way, on your path, you will find out more things and more people and more angles and things that you want to try. If you just stay at the, I think I want to be a life coach. I think I want to do pottery class. You will never discover other profession or other hobbies. Maybe you're going to do pottery and then you're going to discover another type. I don't know, ceramic classes. I don't know. Stop being afraid of your own power. Stop being afraid of your own power. Start embodying it. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for them. Do it for us. Shine your light because we need you to. It's the ripple effect of your purpose. It's a community service. We must do our best to shine our light so that this world becomes a better place. And that we are now surrounded by people who are happy with their lives. So I understand that you hear all of those motivational speeches and you're like, but I don't know what I want. I can be motivated. I can do all this thing. You know that you can do. And that's great. That's like half of the job, right? To believe that you can. You know that you can because you've done things in the past. But you just don't know in which direction to go. Well, in which direction you don't want to go, and every ideas that you have, I want you to try them and stick with them for at least 2 weeks. Every ideas that you have. Write it down, stick with it. Launch yourself on social media, stick with it. Start posting on social media. No excuses whatsoever. Want to become a writer? Okay, great. Write. You want to sell your art? Create a freaking Instagram page or TikTok page. Stick with it and do it. Every idea that you start doing, start executing. I guess that's the end of this episode, right? You don't know what you want to do? Start doing all the things that you want. Do all the things. Do all the things. And I assure you, you will fail at some of them. You will be bad at some of them. Some of them will stick and you'll fall in love with some of them. Some of them will redirect you. There's no rejection. Rejection is a redirection, right? Some of them will redirect you toward another path. But have the balls to believe in yourself and to try stuff. All right? Do you promise? Okay, so that was my message for today because it is something that I do hear a lot. People saying that they're not lacking motivation. They just don't know what they want. How can I change my life if I do not know what I want? And I completely understand. I completely relate. You have no idea. We've all been there. Do you think, girl, my life is just a big blur of feeling lost. But it's because I tried all the things that I wanted to try. I had all the jobs that I wanted to have. I had them. And then I was like, I don't want it anymore. And I moved on. I wanted to be a cinematographer, a DOP. I wanted to be a this. I wanted to be a that. I wanted to do all the things. I wanted to learn how to use a camera. I wanted to do photography. I wanted to do color grading. I did all the things. All the things. Some of them are still with me. Photography is still with me. I do not want to be a DOP anymore. I do not want that life for myself. But it's only by doing that you will figure it out. Okay? Take care of yourself. You can write me at aseatwithmepodcast@gmail.com. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram. That's pretty much it, actually. That's where I'm at Solène, all caps. What else can I tell you? I think that's pretty much it. Tell me what you think about this episode. I will be delighted to read your thoughts. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Live in your purpose. Find your light. Shine your light. Do not let the light is not on you, it's in you. Do not let anyone dim your light. You are capable. Start believing that you are capable of achieving all the things that you want to achieve, even if you don't know what you want to achieve yet. Okay? I love you dearly. See you tomorrow. Well, not see you next week, sorry. Bisous, bye.